I want to take the time to explain a very interesting result that transpired during my 41 days of no food, non-calorie causing fasting, where my head pressures completely disappeared. Head pressures that I've had since July of 2022 that were very similar to my head pressures that I had throughout the month of February 2022 when I was hit hard with COVID. Flash forward, July 2022, these head pressures started where I would wake up with a feeling of a hangover feeling that I've had ever since, right? And I would complain or discuss with my wife and family saying, I feel like I drank last night, which I hadn't, or I hadn't drank in a week, or haven't touched alcohol for 2 weeks, and I was testing myself, and I always wake up with a feeling of a hangover. Well, these feelings of hangover, imagine knocking your head against your forehead against a door frame, or a nail protruding out of your forehead. Those kinds of head pressures that start from your teeth into your nose bridge all the way through the skull. Where from research, I know there are those with CLL that do talk about those head pressures. Now flash forward, as you know, February 8th of 2023 is they found CLL in a biopsy of a colonoscopy that I went through. And fast forward, I got diagnosed with a high-risk mutation of chronic lymphocytic leukemia, stage 3, stage 4, right off the hop, where I started treatment immediately. Now, these head pressures have been with me the entire time. Head pressures are tied to a nauseating feeling where, when I say nauseating, the entire time, however, I've never vomited. Never once vomited, and I've had these head pressures consistently since July of 2022, but often with the feeling of nauseating, feelings of wanting to vomit, like never vomiting once. But during that 41 days, I brought my body, as you know, to the highest ketone possible, to the lowest glucose, glutamine possible. And in that 41 days, halfway through, I started telling my wife and my family, my head pressure is gone. It was so interesting. I mean, gone, right? And then when I started reintroducing calories into my lifestyle after December 11th of 2023, the head pressures came back. The nauseating feeling came back. And I'm talking like a month after. The head pressure started coming back before that. Then the nauseating feeling started coming back. Like, let's just say January 2024. And they're back. They're back to normal. They're back head pressures. They're back nauseating feeling. Never vomiting once. And so what was it? What was it during that 41 days of non-calorie, like no food, no calorie causing fasting period that I went through that made those head pressures disappear? Was it the fact that I brought my glucose, glutamine down to the lowest possible, or the fact that I brought my ketone to the highest possible? When I say highest possible, it was alerts. So I had my blood work, urine work every week. I had alerts saying my ketone was at the highest possible. Red flags, right? And I know there's studies out there from exogenous ketone and ketosis when it looks at Alzheimer and dementia, a lot of brain functions. There's some very sound research. So is it the fact that I brought my body up to the highest ketone possible, or the fact that I brought my body down to the lowest glucose, glutamine possible, or the combination thereof, right? I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out because it's very interesting. I hate the fact that they're back, but a very interesting result that they disappeared during that 41 days, right? It's in what you do, right? The 40 days, 40 nights, and I don't want to compare myself to Pythagoras or Jesus or Moses or all those individuals and beautiful souls around the world that have done it throughout history. There's a reason why they do it. There's brotherhoods and sisterhoods in the world that you cannot join unless you go through 40 days, 40 nights. It's all about the pineal gland, right? The decalcification of the pineal gland, bringing up your wisdom level. And I'm going to tell you the wisdom that I acquired after the 41 days. I might even do it again one day, right? I definitely am. I continue to do I've never not fasted since June 3rd, 2019. I average 20 hours a day, but 3 days and 7 days and those kind of things, I will be doing that a lot of times in my life. But I'm going to figure this out first. But I wanted to share it's an interesting results, medical results, that my head pressures disappeared. Head pressure that have been with me since July of 2022 consistently, they disappeared during the 41 days of non-calorie, no food fasting. Big, healthy, strong, loving hugs from me to you.